because we got to play with it a little bit earlier and watch it draw on paper. It's really, really neat. That's coming up later. Don't have a lot of those to go around. All right, we're gonna move on. We're gonna talk about another issue you may have. And let me just, I'm just gonna present the scenario. So you're in bed, right? Sleeping, and this has probably happened to every one of you. And all of a sudden you hear, zzz, zzz, right? Something flying around. You know there's a mosquito in the room. You know it. And you can't get it, right? It's gonna drive you crazy. Or whatever it is. Any kind of a flying bug, insect, fly, even a fly running around. How do you get rid of those once they're in the house, right? You're not gonna start spraying stuff all over the house. You're gonna use the Dynatrap. This is called the Dot. All you do is plug this in to any one of your outlets, okay? It's a beautiful night light too. It glows in this beautiful blue light. It's a beautiful night light. This will attract and trap mosquitoes, flies, whatever little insects, creepy crawlies that you don't want that will be drawn to the light. It'll help you out. That way, no more waking up in the middle of the night or waking up in the morning with a big bite on your arm or having a bug drive you nuts. There's a little sticky pad in the back. They get in there, they get stuck, they can't come out, and they go away naturally. It has UV LEDs built in. Those are the ones that attract the insects, especially mosquitoes and flies. And once they get there, they're stuck, okay? You are gonna get 2 of the Dynatrap Dot traps, and then you get 6 of the replacement sticky cards, and we have more of those available. All I know is, get a good night's sleep, no more worrying about skeeters or anything like that flying into your house. My good friend, Peter Kilcullen, is standing by. Pete, Pete, I know that's probably happened to you, right? You try to go to bed and you know there's a mosquito in the room, right?
Absolutely, it's the worst. I mean, getting bit outside, I mean, that's bad enough. But when you're in bed or you're in the house and you're gonna get bit by those biting insects, it's the worst. But don't worry, guy. Dynatrap has done it again. You know how great and amazing all their outdoor mosquito traps are, but now we're gonna bring it indoors. And as you were talking about, when you have bugs in the house, it's the worst. But this is the easiest and the best way. It's so effective at trapping all those insects. So think about this. If it's fruit flies, it's gonna be mosquitoes and gnats, house flies. All of them are attracted to this unbelievable UV LED bulb that Dynatrap has developed. So it brings them in. As you mentioned, it functions as a great nightlight, but it brings them in and it traps them. And here's what's so cool. I've got mine plugged in right here. Now, I don't always have it here. I have it by the back door over there, but I want to show you this guy. So I've had it plugged in. I've had the card that's in there probably about 2.5 weeks, and I'm going to show you what goes on with one of these traps.
Yeah, there they are.
Can you see all that? Now, a lot of those are those really small insects. A lot of those could be fruit flies, and there's other biting insects in there. But that's what happens. So think about this. All those bugs that could have been biting, they could have been in your house or flying around while you're sleeping. You never, ever see them. This is what's so cool about it. You see that nightlight, you see the white card. It's perfect. And look how great it looks in there. Guy, you know my wife, Debbie, of course.
Yeah.
If Debbie allows this in the kitchen, and that is a big statement. That is a big testimonial from Debbie. Because look how great it looks. You know, we have a white kitchen, fits in there perfect. But even if it's not a white kitchen, the white looks so clean. You never see the bugs. There's no odor. There's no chemicals on there. It just does its job quietly and continuously every single day.
You know what, and yes, I do know your lovely wife, Debbie, and I know how she likes to keep everything all neat and tidy, and she's got a beautifully decorated home, and she doesn't want tacky stuff in the house, and I get that, and this is completely not that. See, what I love about this too, Peter, is that the insects, when they get stuck, they're on the reverse. You never see them until you throw the trap away. And you leave it there for a while, because remember, these things are so infinitesimally small. They don't create an odor or anything like that. You just wait till the thing is full and then you dump it out, and then you put a new card in. But I know from experience that when you can't fall asleep when there's a mosquito. I detest, let me tell you, I detest insects. Not in general, like as they relate to the world, I just don't like them in my space, because I'm just, you know, I worked in the restaurant business and bugs just drive me crazy. So I'm really, really, really particular about that part of my life. So I always make sure, like, I mean, I even do some of my own pest control at home when it comes to termites and things like that, just because I've gotten really good at it. This is a product, first of all, it's a customer pick, 4.4 stars. That's very high for something that's, you know, just so basic and what it does. But we all know that insects get into our home. All right, and they don't do it for any other reason. They're attracted to whatever it could be, scents or smoder or odors or smells. Put that two together, or it could be our own breath. You know, we give off a certain gas that insects love, especially mosquitoes. They will be drawn to the light. They're also you know that anytime you put a light on outside, all the bugs go to it, right? They're drawn to that. This little glow is enough to suck all those insects in, so they won't be crawling around on your arms. They won't be biting you. I've woken up, Peter, and I've actually had like a mosquito bite on my cheek. And I'm like, oh man, that's the worst. And it itches and it lasts for 3 days and it drives you crazy. These little things really work. Read the reviews. And what I love too, Pete, there's no maintenance. I just plug it in, right? That's all I got to do.
Right. It's super easy to use. And as I said, there's nothing you have to think about. You don't have to worry about odors and chemicals. We even have on here where you can turn that outlet or the two prongs for the outlet so it'll fit in any outlet you have. Right there, you'll see there's 4 of those UVLED bulbs. So that blue color is specifically developed by Dynatrap to attract more of those insects. I'll take the card out so you can see that. All you're going to have to do is just peel this back to reveal that sticky side.
Yeah.
You can see that's nice and sticky right there. It's going to last about 30 days. And there's nothing you have to do. You can see it just fits right in that slot. You're ready to go. You plug that in, beautiful blue glow, but nothing else that you're ever going to see. Every once in a while, when you first get it, I would say check this in just a few days. You're going to look at that and you're going to see those bugs on there. And you're going to be amazed because it works so well. It's simple, but there's science involved in there, but it really works. And that's it. You plug it in, you'll see that cool glow, and it works really, really well.
I think a lot of people buy this, Peter, especially for fruit flies, because realistically,
100%.
Fruit flies are really tough to get rid of because you bring them in. Every time you bring fruit in, there's a good chance there might be a fruit fly. All it takes is 1 or 2 fruit flies, and then within a week, you've got 20, 30, 40, 50 of them flying around, and they're really hard to get rid of. And then they even if you throw them in the trash, they spread around. This is going to get those little teeny tiny fruit flies taken care of, because the key to it is cutting down the population. That's really the key. And they will all be, you'll probably have mostly fruit flies there. In fact, you'll probably sit there and be like, I didn't even know I had fruit flies in the house, but you'll see them.
Exactly.
And if it kills 1 or 2 mosquitoes, to me, it's worth it than 3 days of itching.
Absolutely.
Right? And you get 2 of these. Yep.
Right. So Guy, as you mentioned, having one up maybe next to that bed or in the bedroom when you're sleeping makes perfect sense. And then for us, or for anyone out there, it's maybe that door that you're using most often. For us, it's our back door.
Yeah.
It could be your front door. Just put one on that outlet along the wall. And again, you're going to see a bit of that in just a couple of days.
Yeah.
All those little I think a lot of those are fruit flies right there.
Yeah,
so you're going to be amazed.
Yeah. You know what's great about this too, Peter, is that you get 30 days to try it. So I would tell everybody out there that's on the fence right now, order them, get them home. It only costs you $9 to get them home. Get them home. You'll get them in a week or so, whatever it is. Plug them in, and if you don't see anything in a month, you can return them, but I will almost guarantee you will see some bugs there.
Right there.
I would almost say for sure you'll see them.
It.
All right, if you want to grab this, it's $26.95. We will give you 2, and remember, we're giving you the backup sticky sheets, and you can order more, obviously, on hsn.com when you need to get more, but you just plug them in. It's all you need to do. Put the little card in, remove the little peel, and you will see those insects, or you won't see those insects, and you won't hear them. That's the worst part. The worst thing of all time when you're trying to get to bed, you got to get up early, a mosquito floating around your room. Let the Dynatrap take care of it. Peter, thank you, buddy.
Thanks, Guy. Have a great day, buddy.
All right, say hi to Debbie. All right, see you, buddy.